Hello everyone and welcome to Siriana Tarot. This is a you versus them love reading for Aries. We'll explore your energy, the energy of the person on your mind, and the dynamic between you, not to fix or chase anyone, but to support your clarity, self-trust, and emotional steadiness. As always, take what resonates and leave the rest. Clear messages, advice, and guidance for my Aries, please. All right, so your person is showing up as the King of Treasure, the King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Ooh, you're showing up as the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, Sagittarius energy, but also the fixed signs, Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius. And we have the Nine of Pearls, wish fulfillment. Okay, I do like this. Some of you may be dating this person casually. For others of you, you two are just really desiring each other right now. And we have the Ten of Spears in reverse. Now, it could be that this is someone that wants to heal things with you, but it could also be that this person is moving kind of slowly because you can see he's looking off in a different direction. He's looking at, communication. He's probably somebody, he or she, right? My readings are not meant to be gender specific, but in this case, the king, he's looking at, what he should say, how he should say it. Should there be reconciliation here? Has he healed from, something here from the past? So I do think, Aries, you have a bit of a slow burning energy here. And I feel like in the meantime, in the interim, you're watching and you're waiting. You're not going to chase this person. You want this person to come towards you is what I'm seeing. All right, so let's check out this King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Somebody who definitely is grounded, stable, feels like they have a lot to offer, take good care of themselves. The Chariot card, Cancerian energy. So this is someone here who is loving, they're nurturing. Again, they probably they're a lot more emotional than they ever let on. I do feel like this person is really thinking about coming towards you, closing the gap, whether it's, something casual, a secret admirer, or it's somebody that wants to heal things with you. This is also someone who's thinking about creative solutions, right? Very loving, very nurturing energy. Now they're viewing you as the King of Swords, Aries, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. So this person might not be sure that you're actually interested in them. This could also be that you're this person's ex, right? But the King of Swords is somebody that they're very intellectually attracted to. They see you as smart, intelligent, loyal, someone who doesn't really take any shit either. The King of Swords is truthful, authentic, but the King of Swords isn't particularly emotional. So I do feel like this person is trying to get a read on you, Aries. They're trying to figure out, okay, how are you really feeling? Is there anything more here? Like if you work together, for example, or you're neighbors, or, even if you're just friends, this King of Swords energy is like, does Aries have feelings for me? I don't want to look stupid. I want to take my time. I want to be sure before I reach out or I come towards Aries. And I really do feel with this Wheel of Fortune in reverse, Aries, you're probably holding back on purpose. Maybe you feel like you've given this person a lot of green flags. Maybe you're just sussing them out, waiting to see how much they like you. Do they care? Do they want this? And a lot of you, because you feel like, okay, they're the ones that need to make the move. They should come towards you. All right. Now the Strength card in reverse, Leo energy. Now, just be careful because some of my Aries, you might be operating out of a little bit of ego here. Again, wanting this person to show you how much they care, wanting this person to show you that they're really interested and okay with making this person sweat a little bit. Now, the Strength card in reverse can also indicate, Aries, that you're not so sure. You're not so sure about how this person feels because it looks like they're looking off in a different direction, or maybe because they are moving a bit more slowly than you like or than you're comfortable with. So again, it doesn't necessarily mean that, oh, your ego's running the show here, but like you're just not so sure. You don't have a whole lot of strength and confidence in this connection, and you need them to step up and you need them to show you. All right. How you're viewing them. We see the High Priestess in reverse, Cancer, Pisces energy. So, you know, I think you're waiting for this person to make a confession, to tell you how they really feel. Now, the shadow attributes of Cancer energy, for example, if they are a Cancer, because we have the Chariot card coming through, can be somebody here who really does hide their emotions. Now, you know, me being a Cancer sun, I can say these kinds of things. Cancers oftentimes do get a rap for being very emotional, right? But it doesn't always mean that Cancer shows how emotional they really are. You know, sometimes Cancer energy can come off as kind of clinical, and kind of cold, because they're protecting how they really, really feel. For others of you, the shadow attributes of Pisces energy could be like this person is kind of slippery. They're a little bit wishy-washy. They kind of come in and then they kind of disappear for a little bit. So it does feel like there's something here that you're not really trusting, or something that you feel doesn't quite add up. Now, the Nine of Pearls, I don't normally hear this when I pull that card, but what I heard here, Aries, was desire. I feel like there's a lot of desire between the two of you, all right, regardless of the history you have. This person is viewing the relationship as the Two of Cups. They're seeing this as soulmate energy. They see that you two complement each other really well, that you would be quite comfortable together, that there's love here, there's partnership. How you're viewing the relationship, the Queen of Swords in reverse, you're feeling confused. For some of you, this is an ex. But I just feel like a lot of my Aries, you're not really sure what to make of this relationship right now. And the Seven of Swords, you're kind of avoiding. You're wondering if this is even good for you, okay? And when I cut the deck, though, we see the Six of Pentacles, but there's also a part of you that senses this soulmate energy. And the Six of Pentacles is what I'm looking for is also looking for me. So I do think there's two things going on here. There's a lack of clarity, and you're not really sure how this person feels, most likely because they're moving kind of slowly, or they haven't been as transparent as you would like them to be, or as you're used to people being, or as you are. But there's a part of you that does feel like, but I also feel like this could be really perfect. I just don't know yet. All right, so let's keep digging, Aries. Let's see, what else do we need to know about this person? What else do we need to know about this person? All right, indecision. Okay, so they may have been or be a bit indecisive here. Now, I don't know if that's between you and somebody else. It certainly doesn't feel that way. But again, if this is a separation, or there's been a fight or an argument, they're not really sure about how to go about this. They've been taking their time trying to find a creative solution to working things out, when they should come towards you. They do want victory, though, and I feel like this is somebody who's used to getting what they want. But they do it in a more sort of strategic, methodical, slower way than maybe what you're accustomed to or what you like. All right. And again, I think they're just weighing up their options here. I don't think there's options between you and other people, although the Nine of Cups here in the middle can indicate that this is like you're hooking up, you're dating, you're going out, you're having drinks, things like that, but it's not quite a stable connection. So, I mean, obviously there could be other people involved. But them seeing you as the Two of Cups, it kind of feels highly doubtful. All right, and we see woman holding a coin, but this person hasn't quite invested yet. They're not sure. So, you know, you both are a little bit insecure at this point in time, how the other person is feeling, or whether or not this is a good idea, or how to go about it. We see community energy. Now, there could be third-party interference. There could be gossip. This could be this person asking for advice. This person could also just be kind of watching you, seeing how you interact, seeing, you know, the pictures that you're posting, watching your stories, your reels, your updates, and things like that. So it does feel like this person is definitely around you, Aries, and they're still kind of sussing out the situation. All right, but I don't know. I don't know. This person, I do think they really want you, but let's see what else we need to know about them. What else do my Aries really need to know about this person? All right. Main male. All right. So remember, my readings are not meant to be gender specific, but my cards, the cards that I use are, and remember, we're in Mercury retrograde, so I'm going to fumble with my words a lot more. It's been abundantly clear this morning. But with main male energy, this is someone that wants to step up. This is not someone that just wants to play. All right. And we see high honor in reverse. Okay, so this person might be a little bit worried, though, that you don't think as highly of them. or that you don't, or that, you know, you've discarded them, or you're not interested, because again, your actions are showing like not coming towards them, being confused, kind of waiting. And this person might be like, I'm not getting those green flags from Aries that show me that they care, that they're interested, that they're into me. Okay, I don't think that this person is dishonorable. That's not what I'm getting. All right, let's see. In your energy, Aries, we have sudden wealth in reverse. Okay. So some of you, there may have been like kind of a quick shift in this connection. And what I'm getting is, you know, whether it was a breakup, or it was somebody you were flirting with, or you were eyeing, it feels like something here has happened that's made you stop in your tracks. Again, maybe you were like, you know what, I gave them my number, but they haven't reached out yet. So, okay, like it's on them. You know, it could be that you went on a few dates and you haven't heard from them in a bit. It could be that there was a fight or an argument and you're like, I kind of feel like there's like a worry. There's some fear here associated with loss with that card in your energy. All right. And we have unexpected income. Yeah. And some of you, again, it just feels like it's a repeat message in your energy. There's a little bit of a fear of loss, that if you invest, that you're going to lose out, or you're going to get hurt, or this was something that had a lot of potential. There was a lot of desire. It was a lot of fun, but now you're not so sure. Okay. So let's keep going. Let's see what Spirit wants you to know about this connection. If I can pick up my cards. It's a woman with long nails problem sometimes. All right. So what do we need to know about this connection, please, Spirit? What do we need to know about this connection, please, Spirit? All right. Leap of faith. Aries energy. It's safe to make the move you're considering. All right. And you've learned the spiritual lesson. So, Aries, I kind of feel like the leap of faith is seeing where this connection goes. Like you're in a really beautiful space. You've learned a lot of tough lessons. You can trust that you're not going to jump back into some sort of karmic situation. Okay, that's for those of you where you feel like, you know what, I do want to see where this goes. I do want to, like, you know, send a message. I do want to, you know, see where this goes, right? Which I just said. But for others of you, if you feel like absolutely no, like it's taken too long, this messes with my energy, it messes with my peace, there's been some sort of deal breaker, or this is an ex and I don't want to go back to an ex. Well, just because they're feeling like you're Two of Cups doesn't mean you have to give it a shot, right? So whatever that leap of faith means for you, Spirit's saying go for it. All right, at the bottom of the deck, we do see for some of my Aries, this connection is passionate but not enduring. That's very Nine of Cups energy, okay? And some of you just might be feeling that way, or that's just the big question. All right, we do see that there's passion here, but Spirit's saying try something you've never done before. So taking that leap of faith. So is it doing things differently in this relationship? Do you always hold back and wait to see if what the next person's move is? Or do you feel like you need to talk to this person? Do you feel like you need to tell them how you feel? You know, so it is about like doing things differently here. And again, if this is a connection that you know very well and that you've been in for a long time, maybe you're done and you're ready to try something new. So again, you're going to have to let me know down below in the comment section there, my lovely Aries. All right, let's see. Let's see what might be holding this person back. What might be holding this person back? All right, playing games. You know, I don't really get with the King of Pentacles and the Chariot card that you've got a game player, right? But Nine of Pentacles can indicate that. You don't need to play games to keep the right one interested in you, okay? So that could be something they've been doing, or that that holds them back. Maybe they're not always completely transparent, or they're worried that, you know, they have imposter syndrome. We did kind of get that, like they might be a little bit worried you're not as into them, or if you really got to know them, you wouldn't be as interested. And body shame. So you feel unattractive to others, work on accepting your self-flaws and all. So this person just might not be as confident as they come off as. All right. And sometimes we don't take that into consideration when we're attracted to someone, but we don't really, you know, pick up on, well, maybe, you know, maybe they do really worry about their flaws, even if we don't. Okay. So let's see, Aries, what this person would like to say to you. What does this person want to say to my Aries, please? Runner, I don't want to run anymore. Yeah, so it's like they do want to stop and like confront this or move towards this. They don't want to just run away from something that they feel could be really good. And habits, I don't know if we will ever change. So they are worried about bad habits creeping in, or that there's, potentially, no room for change or, growth here. And we see insecurities. Yeah, so I do feel like this King of Pentacles, this person is a bit more insecure than you might know, than they might let on here. Okay, so just be aware of that. What is this person's very next moves towards my Aries? What are this person's very next moves towards my Aries? Ten of Wands, getting something off their chest, wanting a new beginning. Coming towards you slow and steady in that earth energy. Judgment, coming back around, up-leveling this connection. Worried they've missed an opportunity, but they see the potential for a new beginning. So I do think a lot of my Aries, you will be pleasantly surprised here. All right, let's see what advice and guidance Spirit has for my Aries, please. Advice and guidance for my Aries, please. Obligation. Stop telling yourself you should when you cater to others or to unnecessary expectations of yourself. You stop the flow of abundance. So again, there was that sort of element here of like doing things differently, not do what you should always do or what you think you should do, but really what feels natural and in alignment with you, Aries. And stuck in lack. You have all the resources you need to carry you through. Whether it's financial, emotional, or physical limitations that you think you have, it's only ego-based fears taking over. Rein them in and don't give up. Okay? And finally, we have strategy and planning, but we also have discovery. So needing to plan or be strategic here. But new ideas, people, or opportunities may be coming your way. While there's still work to do to reach your goal, you may discover new strengths and passions along the way, and I kind of feel like through this connection. All right, my lovely Aries, I'm going to leave it here. I'm sending you love and light. Take care.